Hi everyone, Timothy Mount here, certified nutritionist and certified clinical master herbalist. Today I wanted to share some information about really helpful supplements to help not only build your immune system, but if you do get sick, what interventions we could help support our immune system to fight off any diseases. So right now, the coronavirus is, there's no vaccine, there's no really good treatment at the hospitals, and there's no cure, there's no medicines out there. So what we need to do is rely on our own immune system to fight off the virus if we get it. So the first thing that we're going to do is look to build our immune system. And I want to distinguish between building the immune system long term and then supporting the immune system if the virus gets into our body. Those are two very different things, very different categories of supplements that we would be taking. So let's start off first with my favorite supplement for long-term support of our immune system. Basically, it's going to help the immune system create more resources, build more white blood cells. So if you do get sick, they're going to be strong and be able to fight off that invading virus. So the first one is Astragalus. Astragalus is considered a long-term supplement. It is not something that you want to take if you start feeling sick. This is not a quick fix. This is to help support your immune system long-term. What I recommend for Astragalus is buying something that is standardized for astragalicides. So the difference between some herbal supplements is that some will be root powders. And in my opinion, those are not as strong. What you want to do is have a standardized extract. That's really important. A standardized extract for whatever active component is in that particular root. So astragalicides are the active component of astragalus. If you look at the back of the supplement, it will say standardized for whatever percentage of astragalicides. That's what you want to buy, not one that has root in parentheses. So I love Gaia. I have no affiliation with any of these products, by the way. I am the co-founder of Winged, and that's wingedcbd.com, which we will be discussing a few of the products towards the end. But any of these other ones are just what's in my pantry because I want to protect myself and my family. So Astragalus is the first one that I recommend for your pantry. Start taking it now. Hopefully you never get the virus, but at least you're going to have some immune support. You're going to build your immune system up in the meantime, just in case anything happens. I've heard a lot recently about elderberry. Now this also falls into the astragalus category. And I think that there's a misunderstanding out there that elderberry is something like echinacea, which would be used more for an intervention if you are sick. That's really not what it's supposed to be. It's very similar to astragalus. You want to be taking elderberry long term to help build up that immune system. It is not something once you get sick that you would start taking. So I personally do like elderberry. I actually grow it in my side yard. It's not that great raw, but when you cook it up, you make it into a syrup. It's absolutely delicious. There's some great gummies out there for elderberry that I strongly recommend you start taking. So the next category would be if you do get sick. When you first start feeling any symptoms, a little tickle in the throat, a dry cough, something like that, you would want to start taking these immediately. The sooner, the better. Even if you're a little bit paranoid and you start feeling a little something in the back of your throat, start taking it for a day or two. If it progresses, continue to take it. You could stop taking it if not. So my favorite supplement is also from Gaia. It's called Quick Defense. Quick Defense is absolutely amazing. It's one of the staples that I have in my pantry just in case. I honestly cannot remember the last time that I got sick. I mean, it's been years and years and years. And this is one of my little secrets. Quick Defense is something that as soon as you start feeling something, take it right away. And it's supposed to stimulate the body to react better and more effectively. So again, it's not like a drug where it's going to kill the virus itself. Again, this is all immune support products. It can help stimulate your immune response to be more effective. So this is several different harvests of echinacea from different parts of the plant at different times when that echinacea is growing. Really, really effective. I've used it many times, not only with myself, but also my daughter and family members also. The next one, and I don't think this one gets enough credit, is bee propolis. So I take these two in conjunction. I'll take Quick Defense and bee propolis. Now, I will warn you, bee propolis is not the greatest tasting supplement in the world. Generally, I'll squirt it into the back of my throat and just swallow it down and just deal with it because I know that it's really helping. So bee propolis is really cool. Bees, if you think about a hive, are densely packed together, and there's warmth in there. They're interacting with each other. There's sugars in there, right, when they're producing honey. You would think that this would be a great place for viruses and bacteria to grow and thrive. But beehives are always very healthy. Now, one of the tricks of bees is this substance called bee propolis. Bee propolis is strongly antiviral. And so as they enter the hive, they will actually rub up against this bee propolis and in essence disinfect themselves, so when they enter the hive, they're not spreading all these germs around. So bee propolis is great. I do recommend, again, putting it on the back of your throat. It can stain teeth a little bit like coffee, so just be aware of that. You're not going to want to dilute it into water and then swish it around your mouth or anything. But this would be the other one that I would recommend right away. I love this company, Pharm, Herb, Pharm. They make very high quality bee propolis. Next is kind of on a secondary consideration. If I had to choose two, I would go with those first two. But I do also like colloidal silver. Silver does show some antiviral properties, and I use it just kind of as a secondary intervention if I want to also boost even more. So again, just like bee propolis, drop it on the back of the tongue, swallow it down. There's almost no flavor to it, and a lot of people swear by colloidal silver. All right, so next we're going to talk about just general supplements for helping your body build a healthy immune response. The first one, vitamin D3. All right, vitamin D3 is in a lot of supplements. You're usually going to get like 1,000 IUs. But in my opinion, as a clinical nutritionist, I think that's a rather low amount. It's just on the very bottom of how much you should be taking. I'm a big fan of taking larger doses periodically of vitamin D, especially if I'm worried about getting sick. In the wintertime, it's even more critical, or as we're transitioning into spring here. So what I do is I will generally take vitamin D3, and most everything on the market these days is vitamin D3, not the inactive version of regular D. So vitamin D3, I will take 10,000 IUs every, 4, 5, 6 days. It's safe, it's effective, and it really helps build that immune system up. A lot of people think, and there's some debate on this, but a lot of people think that vitamin D is one of the reasons why colds and the flu are less common in the summertime, because people are outside more, their sun is getting on the skin, and you're producing your own vitamin D, and therefore your immunity is stronger, and viruses and bacteria don't spread as easily amongst the population. So keep your vitamin D levels up. Next one, most everybody knows about, vitamin C. I'm not going to go into that too much. Very essential for your immune system. I love these gummies. They taste delicious. Vitamin C does clear out rather rapidly, so you have to have daily intake of vitamin C in order to keep your body strong and healthy. So I like to take some of these every day, whereas vitamin D, I'm just taking it like once a week or so. Finally, zinc. Zinc is also incredibly important for white blood cell activity and building your immune system up. A lot of people are zinc deficient in America. So if you take a zinc supplement, you're going to help correct that deficiency and keep your body strong. These are lozenges. They're just kind of generic lozenges that I found at the store. I don't necessarily recommend any particular brand of vitamin D, vitamin C, or zinc. I just think they're good. There's a lot of great sources out there. So that covers immunity, but we are also dealing with very stressful times. Now, at Winged, we specialize in mood support, stress support, and sleep support for women. And we have some very specific products for that. We're all locked inside. We're worrying about our family members, especially at night. We are unable to sleep. I've been lying in bed with my mind racing. So how can we support ourselves not only to have a healthy immune system, but also stay sane, stay stress-free, or at least manage that stress response so we can get a good night's sleep, which of course is also very critical to your immune system. So the first product that I want to highlight that we have is Happiness. This comes in soft gels, and for women it's really good for supporting a healthy mood. Happiness has not only CBD in it, which helps regulate different areas of the brain that are responsible for mood, but it also has evening primrose oil, black cohosh, and chaste berry, which can help to balance hormones and help with hormonal production in a woman. Also, we have 5-HTP and L-DOPA. Those are the precursors to serotonin and dopamine, our happy neurotransmitters. So we have some nutritional support to help you produce those neurotransmitters and elevate your mood. Finally, there is a little bit of vitamin D in there. Even if you're taking some of this vitamin D, you're totally fine to also take Happiness as well. We do recommend, by the way, this be taken like at night with dinner. Those nutrients are going to work their magic overnight, and you're going to wake up and have a great day the next day. So the next product I want to highlight is the Winged Relaxation Gummies. Not only are they delicious, and I have trouble eating just one, but they have a number of nutrients in there to help with a healthy stress response. First, it contains 10 milligrams of CBD, and CBD has been shown to help handle the stress response. It appears from some initial studies that it might help with cortisol excretion, which is our stress hormone, so it can help our stress response during these stressful situations. Then we have a complex that has lemon balm, chamomile, and L-theanine. Now those ingredients combined help to not only ease physical tension, especially the chamomile, which can be a nice relaxant to the body, but lemon balm and L-theanine in particular are great for that mental cycle of stress. Sometimes we could just kind of get caught up in these obsessive thoughts. So that can help to kind of put the brakes on the brain and help us handle that mental cycle of stress as well. We also have female-specific evening primrose oil in here for some healthy fatty acids also. Finally, we have our Sleepy Gummies. Our Sleepy Gummies are also very, very delicious. I use these every night. And we designed this so it would be a sleep quality product, not just something to knock you out. And that's the difference between some sleep products out there is they might do high dose melatonin or valerian, which in my opinion are detrimental long term to the body. You're going to be groggy the next morning, especially with valerian. It can slow your metabolism down. So what we wanted to do is put in some sleep promoting products, which help to increase the depth of sleep, also help with that racing mind if you're having trouble getting to sleep because you have some of these stressful thoughts. And it also can extend the duration of sleep and limit the amount of times that you wake up at night. So this is great. What we have in here is just a very low dose of melatonin, only 2 milligrams. And those 2 milligrams just kind of nudge you into sleep, but usually people don't see that they are groggy the next morning from the melatonin. Anything basically 3 milligrams and under, I generally think is a very safe but effective dose as well. Then we have GABA, theanine, and 5-HTP. Those three combined have a number of studies that show sleep is improved when we take them right before bed. So I would recommend taking all of these supplements, not only just the Wing products, but any of these supplements on here are just part of my survival kit for my pantry. So I'm going to be taking these, the Astragalus and Elderberry, on a daily basis. I'm going to be taking my vitamin D, vitamin C, and zinc also, just to keep my body strong. I'm going to have my Happiness, Relaxation, and Sleepy for that mood support. And then if, heaven forbid, anybody does get sick, we have our Quick Defense, our B Propolis, and our colloidal silver as well. So I hope this helps. Check us out, wingedcbd.com. You can also follow us at wingedcbd on Instagram or other social media. And a quick note, none of this is intended to diagnose or cure any diseases. This is just nutritional support to help your body stay strong and healthy. Always listen to your doctor. If you have any symptoms that could be coronavirus, please seek out help from your medical professional. Go get tested. Practice social distancing. But keep these in the pantry just to keep yourself strong and healthy. So thank you very much for listening. And we appreciate your support of Winged as we try to help people get through these tough times.